I think what you're seeing is something that has been in the works for a few years, and that is really the complete merging of advertising technology, marketing technology, and enterprise technology. That's all coming together to where people are no longer viewing these as separate and distinct. We've long had a leadership position in marketing technology, and what I think you see happening now is we're now moving more fully into ad tech. We were super pleased at Mexico just a few weeks ago to announce a broad strategic partnership with the Publicis Group. And the nature of that was really centered around their always-on platform, which is taking our data management platform and providing all the Publicis agencies across the group with access to a common data terminology, a common data schema, so that they can better leverage those assets across their client groups. The Adobe Marketing Cloud is, today the best integrated, most broad suite of technology that's out there, and really what it's meant to do is to give the marketer the opportunity to standardize on a platform that enables them to look at the consumer journey end to end. Whether I'm on the web, whether I'm on mobile or social, I've got one underlying data infrastructure, one content management and content repository, and the ability to deliver that in context where the customer is. The Marketing Cloud is being implemented, whether it's in the media vertical or the retail vertical, financial services. We enjoy a leadership position across all of those. We've been trusted by the largest brands in the world to come in and be their marketing platform. And what's changed, Andy, over the past 2 years is it used to be they would buy one module or one solution within the overall platform. Now you have more and more brands just saying, you know what, I'm done trying to get these different systems to integrate and to come together. Brad, just run it all for me. Can Adobe do that? Where things are going is the industry is going to get back to storytelling. I think for a long time, in the creative world, it's been about storytelling, but digital came and we kind of brands started to become maybe a little too focused on performance marketing, which is going to continue to be important. But I think you have to tell a compelling brand story to continue to be relevant. And what we want to enable people to do is to continue to drive those KPIs and those business drivers, but to be able to tell a compelling story and a consistent story to consumers, no matter where they're interacting with the brand. We're 100% aligned with the notion that video is another transformative factor that's taking place in advertising, in marketing, and for media companies. This is their product. And we have an offering that we've been in the industry partnering with large media companies called Adobe Primetime, and we've seen that business really take off. Over the last year, we've seen authenticated video streams for TV everywhere, quadruple, up 4 times year over year. Viewing across smartphones, tablets, desktops, smart TVs, over-the-top devices has continued to grow rapidly. And I think what it really comes down to is the ability to make that a targetable medium from an advertising standpoint. I think you're starting to see the early indications that there's something there, and it's an opportunity for marketers and advertisers. CMO.com is a website. It's where we basically stepped back and said there's a community here that's beyond a technology conversation, to where we published a report a few months ago called Digital Distress, and it was a survey of marketers that talked about how do you reinvent yourself, or do you think you need to reinvent yourselves? And over 80% of the marketers said that they believed that they needed to reinvent themselves, but less than half of those said that they knew what they needed to do. And there's a conversation to be had here at the senior-most levels of a marketing organization around where is this industry headed, and what can we do about that. And that's really what CMO.com from a thought leadership standpoint is meant to be. Let's provide a place where senior marketers can come together to have a conversation and to learn and to engage with one another. So it's part of our overall community and thought leadership strategy, and it's been very successful for us so far. We do have a partnership with the Wall Street Journal, where we're part of the CMO Today section, and they're on the site, and that's been very successful. We've also seen just from an SEO standpoint and an organic search standpoint that we've seen good traffic there. So really across all the different ways that we think about the acquisition, we're doing well, and we're above kind of what we'd like to be doing from a business standpoint. Advertising Week it's a fantastic week for the industry. It's one that that people really think about. How do we come together as sellers of media, buyers of media, agency partners, technology vendors, to really have a conversation? What I am excited about, what I've seen so far this week, is I think we're finally getting beyond the buzzwords and the acronyms to having a conversation about how do we bring all of this together, the storytelling, the technology, the relevant constituents, to where we're starting to have real, more fulsome conversations about delivering on those consumer expectations.